Despite the weather this year, which hasn't been brilliant, the blueberry harvest has been really good. I've been harvesting blueberries most days, trying to keep on top of them and to get them all collected in. The weather is just starting to change now. We've had our first frost and there's still blueberries left to harvest, and those that are really ripe are now starting to fall from the bushes. I have been canning blueberries, I have been juicing blueberries, freezing blueberries and using blueberries fresh. So this year has been really good for blueberries. Most days I'm trying to get bits of hedging cut back, and anything that I'm cutting back I'm then gathering up for the goats. It's a good mix of forage for them, and it's in return, of course, it means I'm getting hedges tamed and back under control. On this day I'm making some pies for Martin's lunch, and of course the pie filling is some leftover buffalo casserole from the night before, and he does enjoy having the pies, and he often comes in, has a search through, see if there's any pies around. If not, then he'll do himself a sandwich, but he does enjoy having pies. And of course the pie maker that I use has been an absolute great asset for making nice deep filled pies. This past week we've managed to get all the young onions in, so which is another job ticked off the list. Right, I've just been doing another load in the freeze dryer. I've got some celery. This is a jar to go on the pantry shelf. I've done some black and green olives. I've done shredded carrots, there's a couple of bags of that, and sliced up red onion, white cabbage and some red cabbage. And I've got some here in the bowl. It's a mixture of carrots, onion, the red cabbage, and I'm going to try rehydrating it up to see if it will make a palatable coleslaw, and if it does, I've actually got a mixed bag already made up, well, freeze dried. So I'm just going to add a bit of water. I don't really know how much water to add to it because it is a mix of veg. I can always drain it out again. Right, so this is it, rehydrating up again. I don't know how long it's going to take to rehydrate, so I'm just going to leave it sitting there in its bit of water, and come back to it once it's re-soaked it all up. And then hopefully it will still have enough of a bite to it to mix it with some mayonnaise and pepper and a bit of mustard to make a coleslaw. Right, so I'm going to leave it like that. It's looking okay. We shall come back to that later. Right, the coleslaw mix has rehydrated and I've drained off any excess. I'm now going to mix in a little bit of Dijon mustard just to give it a bit of a tangy bite. And yeah, so that will get mixed in, and then I'm just going to add in some mayonnaise and give it all a good mix together. It seems to have reconstituted, is that the right word? Yes, it seems to have rehydrated fine. I've got sort of great hopes for this. So the coleslaw, once it was mixed up, I did have a taste of it and it tasted just like coleslaw, and the vegetables still had a bit of a bite. So I've got more of the vegetables to get freeze dried, so I shall get that done and I will make them up as coleslaw mixes. Right, other news. My pantry bookshelf door is now complete. Farmers markets, lots of those to be done, and we've had a new little buffalo calf arrive.